information, then you could understand it and you could enjoy it and it would be nice. Well, so he buys me a book. They write books about jogging. Books about, and it's thick too, so there's all kinds of information you're never going to use. So, where do people go wrong? Like, oh no, I'm skipping again. this jogging thing really isn't working for me. Is there really that much of like an intellectual deficit that people have to know how to jog? They see people on the horizon, man, I wish I could do that. How do they run like that? Goodness. So I get this book, right? And I actually opened it. It was cool. You start on the left, open to the, I'm sorry, right, open to the left. That's what it is. Okay, so I opened the book and I started reading it, and they actually have a whole chapter on like training for a marathon. I'm sitting there with Stephanie, I read the first line of it. I'm like, we're never gonna live 26 miles away from a donut shop. So you're gonna worry about that one. But they did have one part that I ended up using. So on one of my trips to the donut shop, I read this chapter about how to deal with dogs that chase you when you're out running, because that actually happens. Dogs will chase you, and you're not supposed to try to outrun them because they have 4 legs, you have 2, they will win, and they're going to bite you. Okay, so anyhow, so you don't try to outrun the dog. Instead, what you do, there's a process to it. What you do is you're running, and this is about the pace that I run to, so remember this. So you're running, and the dog's coming up on you, you turn around, you look it in the eyes, you point at it, that way there's no confusion, it knows that you're talking to it, because the armadillo runs by and mess everything up. Point at it, and you say, freeze! You gotta stop your foot, freeze! And that tells the dog that you're in control. Right? So, anyhow, I'm not jogging, and I hear this beast running up and just I turn around, I see this animal, his teeth going, these are teeth right here. And I was like, oh my goodness, but as I turn around and look at it, I get ready to point and say freeze. I see the dog only has 3 legs. I might be cruel, but I just couldn't help but laugh. And so this thing's running up on me, and I'm just pointing at it, spitting on myself, and so this dog's coming up and it's still moving, so finally I said, freeze! And it did just stop, just like in the book. But it just kept going. It had that look on its face and said, not again! and so the dog finally gets back up and starts, I was like, no, it's too late, dude. I'm not scared anymore, so come on, I'll buy you a Krispy Kreme, let's go. Speaking of dogs, I love dogs. We have a dog. We have a border collie. It's about 7 years old or so, we think. I don't know. We adopted it. He's actually a retired drug sniffing dog, which is pretty cool. And that should have told us something, though. Sniffing drugs his whole life. And so, he didn't hide it either. He lets his hair grow out all shaggy, so wears a tie-dye collar. It's funny. He can't even bark correctly. He's like, he just starts laughing. I don't get it. But I love dogs. And what is it about puppies? That puppies, they're just so cute. Like when you get a puppy, it's like, it doesn't matter ethnic background, whatever. Like hardcore gangsters to like cowboys. Going, oh, look at the puppy, he's so cute. They all get down, and it's like, it doesn't matter. It's just a puppy. But that's how they should. That's how they should end the war. Like parachute puppies into Afghanistan, Like, oh, Muhammad, look, a puppy! You're not gonna shoot anything with puppies around, right? That'll fix it. But anyhow, yeah. So my lovely wife, we're celebrating 7 whole years of marriage on the 18th of December on this 2 Wednesdays from now. Pray for me, because I have no idea what I'm going to do. But, goodness, I love this church. I love you guys. This is just an awesome church. We are so blessed to be here. We're so blessed to be at a church that preaches the Word of God faithfully, that the Holy Spirit moves in. Pastor Dan is just an amazing guy. And something else about Pastor Dan, he he really has that cell phone integrity. You know what that is? Well, most of us don't, come on. But he does. You'll never see him answering his cell phone during worship, right? Most people are like, I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you. You'll never see Pastor Dan do that. Cell phone integrity, okay? Get it straight. Something else I love about this church is that, you know, we're, you know, a little bit expressive in worship, you know. We're a hand-raising church, you know. Anybody not go to this church? I don't know, for people that don't. If you don't go to this church, do you go to a hand-raising church? If so, raise your hand. No? Okay, all right. So, anyhow, that's what I love about it. But it's cool because in a hand-raising church, you know, we have a few different ways to do it, different names. I don't know, everybody that goes to the church, you guys know that we have different names for our different hand raises? No? It's pretty cool. I'm going to show you guys a few of them. They're pretty cool. All right. I don't think this fits. I wasn't planning on that. No, it's all right. No. Right there. Don't move. Don't move. Well, the first one, you know, if you're not really into it, you know, you can do the elbow wave. Yeah, elbow wave. Actually, I do need you to hold this, can you? I'm not gonna make you squat because otherwise it's making it difficult. Can you guys hear me all right? Yeah. All right, so you do the elbow wave first, all right? Everybody got this? So get you loosened up, get the blood flowing, right? And then when you're ready, move on up to carry the TV. And when you're feeling comfortable, big screen, move it out a little bit. Big screen. There you go. And then the next one is hold my baby. And my personal favorite, Mufasa. The circle of life. It's great. Oh, and everybody knows goalpost. Goalpost, yeah. Goalpost heartburn. Heartburn, throw that in there. It's double heartburn sometimes. Some people like that. Yes, can you go higher? Yes, you can. You can. First one's Village People. Rocky. Touchdown. Touchdown. What about with one hand? What if you only have one hand? Well, you got plenty of those. First one is hatchet, pointer, schoolroom. All right, you got those? Got those? All right, here we go. All right, so, wow, I thought it would be better. My goodness. Okay, and then I'm having a complete brain fart, so I'm gonna look at my notes real quick. Stack amongst the cells here. All right, there it is. Okay, so prayer. Whoa. Supposed to do that? Prayer. All right, I love how people pray. Has anybody ever noticed that some of you that, like, you know, maybe a little nervous when they're praying, they say just a lot? Wow. Or I love you, Lord, and justification, Lord, and justice in Jesus' name, and I love you, Lord. And you're like, would you just finish the prayer already? Just finish it. Come back next week. I'm not ready for this. Stack some chairs or something. But anyhow, and also some people, you know, they say Father or the Lord a lot. Like, Father, I love you, Father, just Father, just Father, just Father, just. But the best one of all, really, is people pray for food. This is really funny. All right, so pray for food, and people say, you know, Father, please bless this food, please nourish our bodies, and please bless the hands that made it. Bless the hands that made it. What about the whole body? Not just the hands. Just the hands that made it. The real good thing about praying for food is when people pray for the Lord to make up for their bad choices in food consumption, right? So, Lord, I pray that you bless this food and the hands that prepared it, Lord, and just bless this giant bag of Cheetos and jumbo Coke, and let the Cheetos molecularly change while they're in me, Lord. I'm believing in faith, God. Let it be a carrot stick as it goes down, God. Please, Lord. Let it be I pray for a hedge of protection around my pancreas, Jesus. Please. Hedge of protection, that's a cool one, right? What the heck does that mean? Like, you guys know what I'm talking about? People pray for, pray a hedge of protection around you. It's like, a hedge of protection? I don't mean to be rude, but is that all you got? Like, what about, a big concrete wall? Come on, put that around. Raise around on top of that bad boy. I mean, hedge of protection. You think that's going to keep the enemy out? A good set of shears will get through that. Right? Enemy comes around. What is this? A shrubbery? How did they know my greatest weakness was a shrubbery? Somebody give me some shears. Move this bush. What is that? It's great. I mean, I think there's a lot of things that we pray, and it's just because we kind of hear it as we're growing up and stuff, but it's good. And I don't know if I'm having a brain fart. Am I nervous? Do I look nervous? Weird. All right, so and yeah, another cool thing is praying with kids. I love praying with my daughter. It's amazing teaching her how to pray. And then I think back to when my grandma prayed with me and how creepy that was. It's like she literally would do this, right? Like, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die, or awake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Good night. See you in the morning. Maybe. 50-50 chance, you don't really know. Really. Yeah, so I mean, what is that? Praying with kids. I mean, we don't do that with Ellie. We don't do that. Alright. So, anyhow, yeah, good food tonight, huh? Good food. Casey, awesome job, man. The turkey was bomb. It wasn't dry, it wasn't undercooked, it was perfect. But I love good food. First time I'd had Cracker Barrel. Everybody like Cracker Barrel?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Why? I mean, come on, it's like getting out of garage sale. You got rusty farm equipment over your head and stuff, and you're can somebody move my table? I don't want to be underneath that horse plow anymore. That's a real thin line holding it up, please. Can I get someone with pegs for this little triangle game? 6 left! I'm an ignoramus. But Cracker Barrel, it's funny. It's like they always have waitresses from the South there, which is pretty cool, I guess. I don't know, they always talk with a Southern accent and little euphemisms and stuff. And anyhow, last time I was at Cracker Barrel, I was like, well, how are the biscuits and gravy? She's, I make you want to slap your mama. I don't want that. The mama's here and all. I mean, really, how good is it that you want to slap your mama? Really? It's like. Mama, I'm going to the car. Couple more bites, I'm going to have to throw down, Mama. It's delicious. What is that, right? But did you know that the Cracker Barrel does not serve omelets? What is that? I asked my waitress, I was like, do you guys have any omelets? And she's like, no, what you see is what you get, what's on the menu. I'm like, really? Are you kidding me? I was like, you guys had eggs? She's like, yeah, we got eggs. You got sausage and mushrooms and tomatoes and cheese? And she's like, yeah, we got all that. Show you a diagram if you need me to. Should I think outside the box a little bit here? But that would be rude. That would be rude. I really don't know why I can't remember my notes. Jessica threw this on me at the last minute. You guys know that? She did. She did an awesome job too on this party. Isn't this awesome? Well, another thing about having kids I absolutely love is we get to decorate her room, and Stephanie does an awesome job at that. She wanted to go with the Noah's Ark theme, and I kind of ruled that out. I was like, you know, there's some things in the Bible that are like totally family friendly, and there's some things that are not. And the whole thing about like Noah's Ark putting on your kid's wall, like painting it. So, hey, what are you doing, Dad? Oh, I'm painting Noah's Ark on your wall. What's that right there? Oh, that's just a pile of screaming people that are being drowned. Let's go to your sister's room, okay? I'll show you the stoning of Stephen on the wall. There's just some things you don't put on your kids' walls. I mean, you're not going to find that in the Precious Moments Bible, you know, like Cain and Abel in the Precious Moments. No, not going to happen. Okay, so let's not go there, okay? But going back to my dog, I forgot about this part. No, I didn't. I just didn't know I'd have so much time. And then, that was a joke too. Going back to my dog. All right, so we didn't have a friend. This is just a joke, but we had a friend who decided that they really wanted a Baptist dog. Right? They were Baptist. They were raised Baptist in the Baptist church, and they just wanted a firm Baptist Bible thumping dog. Right? And it was hard to find. So they searched all over the city, and they were looking for this dog. And finally, they came to one breeder, and they're like, "Well, I got your dog for you. I got your dog right here. It's a Baptist dog." I'm like, well, "How do we know it's a Baptist dog?" He's like, "Well, I'll show you. Go get the Bible." The dog runs over to the bookshelf, grabs the Bible, runs back. Drop it. Drops the Bible. He says, "Open up to Psalm 15. The dog noses through with incredible dexterity, really. Noses through and finds Psalm 15. Wow, that's incredible. And so they said, "Well, take him," you know. And they take the dog and they buy him and they take him home and have some friends over the next night just to show off the dog, because this dog was legit. It was doing all kinds of cool stuff, and and it was just crazy. And so they invite their friends over, and their friends are there, and they're like, "This is cool. This dog's like looking in the Bible," and they're showing them all different scriptures and stuff. And finally, the guy's like, well, his buddy's like, "Well, can he do anything else? Like, can he do regular dog tricks?" He's like, "Yeah, probably. I haven't actually tried. So, come here, boy." The dog comes. He's like, "Sit." The dog sits. And then the other guy says, "Heel." And the dog runs over, throws a paw on his head, and says, "Ow!" And my friend says, "That's not a Baptist dog. It's a Pentecostal dog." I love that one. That's an old movie. But I was on my motorcycle one time, and I really love saying that just because it sounds so cool. I don't have a motorcycle anymore. I sold it. But I was on a motorcycle, and it's really cool. When I got the motorcycle, you know, God put family in your life for a reason. It's pretty cool. Because my wife was like, "No, you're not getting a motorcycle. You're going to crash. You're going to die. I'm going to marry somebody else." And so I had my mom while I was there, and she's like, "I'll buy you one." So I get a motorcycle, and I'm riding, and I have my nephew with me. He's on the back, and we're riding. And we get to the grocery store, and we were just talking to him about smoking, and about how smoking is bad for you, and you don't do that. He's 5 years old, and we're just telling him you shouldn't do this and all this stuff. Well, this kid goes up to anybody and talks to everybody, and so he jumps off the motorcycle before I do, and I noticed this guy. You know, he's one of those motorcycle Harley dudes that I'm afraid of. And you know, he's like one of those guys, 350 pounds, 5'7". He's one of those guys. And I'm not. It was cool because I want to go stand next to him. Look for the number 10. I didn't do that. So, funny how my nephew runs over to him, and he says, "You're a bad man. You shouldn't be smoking. That's bad for you. Yeah. I go down like, "All right, well, I'm not his dad. I'm leaving now, though. Goodbye." So I sold the motorcycle. I don't want to play those games anymore. But check it out, guys. That's all I got. I thought I had more. Thank you, guys. What's next